Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm doing an experience video, and it's going to be about my experience on BeautyCon. I went to BeautyCon today, actually. I'm filming this right now, and it was a good experience, but one thing that I have to say about BeautyCon is that it was very disorganized. Sorry about the music in the background. And so it was very disorganized. I got there around 8 in the morning with my friend, and we waited in the line. Like, we got our wristbands and all. And they finally started letting us in around 1, 12, 1. And yeah, as you can see, I'm very sunburned because we were in line for a really long time. And so then once we got in, we went inside, inside the halls, and we saw, we just went in, saw like, NY Nyx. I don't know what I was saying. We saw Nyx. We saw Maybelline, like those little thingy bobs. And we went to Mug, the brand that Sammy, Jack and Jack, Noah, Stella, and Ali model for. So we asked the ladies, we're all like, are Jack and Jack gonna have their meetup here? She's all like, oh yeah, they're gonna have it here. They'll be here in around 30 minutes. So we were the only ones there, so we were just like, oh, why not just start making line, So that's exactly what we did. And 20 minutes later, a lady comes up to us and tells us, like, we had already formed like a group of line. Like, we lined up, and then like girls started following us, I guess, and we made the line like out of the booth. It was inside, but like, yeah. And after that, what had happened was she told us, she's all like, oh guys, I guess you guys misheard information, but Jack and Jack are not going to be coming here. They're having their meet and greet in the main stage. So me and my friends like literally dash out of the halls and everything, and run like by the main stage. And we are waiting in a line, and like around 40 minutes later, some guy comes up to us and tells us, are you guys ready for Bunny? And we're like, who? We thought this was like the Jack and Jack meetup. He's like, oh no, this is Graveyard Girl or something like that. This is her meetup. And we're just like, oh, well then what do we do? And so then we started asking people like questions, and so we finally got in the right line. There was a line between Pro and GA. So obviously we were GA. So then after that, we just stayed in line, and then that's when Jack, G, and Madison came. They started coming in to their meetup with like security guards and all. And so Galinsky was getting mobbed. That's all I'm saying. And I tried getting a picture with him, guys, but I actually flopped. I tried getting a picture, but it just didn't work out. And then we saw Sammy, but he was way too far for us in order to get a chance to take a picture. But then we saw Johnson, and I was like, Johnson, oh my God. I'm like, the security guards for Johnson weren't being as rude as Galinsky's and Sammy's. But yeah, I got to take a picture with Johnson, and I got to hug him. He was so sweet, guys. Like, he didn't push me away. Like, he just said, he didn't even say anything. Like, it was just like he was surprised as well. I didn't think he would expect for me to hug him. But that's what happened. And I got wait, I'm trying to find the picture. Okay, well, I got a picture with Johnson. He was so sweet. Like, he's one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. Like, he was really nice. I think I have another one with him. I'm not sure. Pretty sure I do. Okay. But yeah, I had the opportunity to meet him security wasn't even being that rude about it. So then after that happened, we waited in line for another an hour and 30 minutes. And then that's when they told us, oh, pro goes first, and then after pro is done, general admission gets to meet them. And so we were like, oh, we weren't informed about this. But then after that, what had happened was that Johnson, Galinsky, Sammy, Noah, Stella, and Ali, they all went, like, they left. They literally just left. And they only met, like, 2 people, which is pretty messed up, because Pro paid a lot of money to meet them, and BeautyCon told them, oh, you're guaranteed to meet that person if you like buy Pro. So I thought it was really, like, dumb. But yeah. And after that, everybody started running to the main stage, because that's where we thought they were gonna be performing. But they weren't. They just stayed backstage. And so then after that, my friends and I just decided to stay in, because so it was the main stage, then it was the main stage was right here. Okay, the main stage is right here. And then there's a tent right here, which is, like, for, like, the music, and then there was barricades. So me and my friends started staying in the barricades just in case, like, any of them, like, any of the YouTubers and stuff, or the performers, decided to come outside and, like, take pictures with the fans and stuff. And Sabrina Carpenter was performing while we were there, and she was nice enough to come up to us and take pictures. And she was so she was so sweet. Once we were done taking the picture, she's like, oh, I love your dimples. And I'm like, oh, thank you. But yeah, and then her sister was with her, Sarah. So I met her as well. I'm just trying to find the picture. And yeah, she was really sweet as well. And then after, like, Sabrina's performance and all, my friends and I just decided to, like, walk around and stuff. We decided to not go to any of the meetups because they were pretty long and we didn't want to wait that long, and we didn't eat, we didn't drink anything, so we thought that would be like our little break. So we went to go get shaved ice cream, which was delicious, by the way. We just sat there for a couple of minutes, and then around that time, it was like a few hours later, it was Jack and Jack's performance and Sammy's. So then we decided to stay in the barricades because it was a good spot to see Jack and Sammy and Dylan, and it would be a good spot to, like, if they decide to come out, to kind of meet them, you know. So we stayed there, and yeah, I started crying because it felt unreal to me. Like, I'm seeing Jack and Jack live. Like, I'm not hearing them on Spotify. I'm actually hearing them. Okay, but yeah. So I started crying, and they were performing Wildlife, and not Galinsky, Johnson comes on our side, and he noticed me crying, and we literally make eye contact for about 7 seconds. It was so unreal. I just started crying more. Like, even the girl next to me was like, oh my God, are you okay? Did that just happen? Me and my friend were like, oh, what happened? I was really happy though. So then after they performed, I got to... Oh, actually, guys, before that, I was in the barricades and I met Scarlett. She was very nice and sweet as well. And before that, I'm sorry I didn't mention this, But I met Candy Johnson. She was very nice as well. And yeah, and after their I also forgot I met Acacia. But yeah, after their performance, we waited there, and I got some pictures of Johnson, but they didn't. They did come up, but since to the barricades, but we were like in the end, so they didn't come up to us. So yeah, but then after that, it was Becky G's turn to perform, and we were just waiting in the barricades for her to perform, like, or you meet people. So, we met Julia Kelly. She's very, very sweet. And Carrington, she remembered us the last time we met at the Grove. She thought like, oh yeah, I remember you guys. She was so sweet as well. And I met Chantel. She is very pretty, guys. Like, very pretty. So yeah, then it was Becky G's turn to perform, and we were just waiting in the barricades. And I saw Princess Lauren. And I'm like, guys, is that Lauren? And then I just ran up to her. I'm like, don't worry. She basically was like, yeah. And I got a picture with her as well. And as you can see, I'm kind of crying because that was after Jack and Jack's performance. And so then after Becky's performance, she did very good. She went to take pictures with fans. And yeah, she was very sweet. And so then it was around 6. It's on 5:30, where like Becky had been done performing, and we were just really tired. So then we were about to leave, and then we stopped by to see Crazy Ray Ray. Sorry, I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. And I took this picture. Yeah. But yeah, overall, I had an okay experience. It wasn't really great because BeautyCon was disorganized. I think if they were more like organized, it would have been a better experience, especially for pro ticket holders. But yeah, it was really fun. Just make sure that you guys, if you guys go next year, whenever they have it, make sure you guys have, make sure you guys stay hydrated. That's number one. And make sure you guys wear really comfortable shoes because your feet will get tired. So, yeah, that was my experience at BeautyCon, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And comment, rate, and subscribe.